bony-tailed chub, Gila elegans, a large cyprinid fish of the Colorado River, growing up to 2 feet long and reproducing rarely, if at all. Like most desert fish, it is dark above and pale beneath, hidden in both directions. Tail so thin and bony that even 9-year-old Max, her son, could grab one in his hand and hoist it from the water. How come we never find any little ones, he asked. And long before I finished telling him about dams and age classes and functionally extinct, he had wandered off, bored of me already. He shrugged as he disappeared into the sage. His boredom was a weapon, a silent protest against how I made him come to Utah every summer as part of the custodial agreement. He would sit shotgun in my pickup and not say one word for 362 miles as we drove up out of the city, across the mountains, and down into the desert. As soon as we hit camp, he would slip away, liquid and alive. He'd chase lizards, pocket arrowheads, and throw rocks endlessly across the water, enjoying it the way I hoped he would. But the instant he caught me looking, he'd go sullen. I spent my off hours straightening his Scooby-Doo sleeping bag, rigging the Dutch oven so that we could make pizza on the fire, loading him up with ring pops and firecrackers and s'mores. Still, one mistake and he'd be bitterly against me. You care about your stupid fish more than me, he'd say, kicking at the fire. That's why I love Dad more than I love you. 9, 10, 11, 12, every year, I hoped that this would be the one Max learned to love the river, love camping, love me. What Max loved instead was his Game Boy and the bunk bed his dad had built him back in Denver, his TV shows, Domino's Pizza, and sushi. He loved telling me about all the things he did with his dad, all the things I did not do or was doing wrong or would never understand. The bony-tailed chub, like all cyprinid fish, has a sensory organ other fish don't have. In the end, it was like I sensed the river with an organ that Max and my ex did not possess. I loved the sweat, the stink, the river's algal pull, the slime of the fish, the alkali of the salt flats on either side, the ancient sandstone stained with iron, the ruins, the petroglyphs, the hidden canyons hung with vines. It mystified me that they didn't love it too. Now I sit alone in camp. My daily notes fall into one side, the tang of deep keeping the mosquitoes at bay. The air shifts and a breeze pulls along the canyon, bringing the scent of nylon tent and my dinner, a can of maple beans, cranked open and eaten cold. I once assumed the river was vast enough to be my everything. Now that it is all I have, I find that it is not.